I was muted. Hello, my dears. My name is Sharon. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna do our best to get some progress done in Final Fantasy XIV today. Sorry about the late start. 14 had to update. But look at this outfit for my potato. I think I'm gonna change the bottoms at some point for this glamour, but otherwise I think it works pretty dang well. Now let's see, is that? Yes, it is. Okay, so last time I wasted basically the whole stream messing around with the side missions because I was a little inebriated and easily distracted. So what we're gonna do is finish up the missions I currently have on the docket, finish up the Lancer quests, and then focus hard on main story. Yeah, so we were doing some side missions here, and let's turn this one in. Haha! It would seem your efforts were a success, miss. My wife's associate just stopped by a moment ago. Seems he wanted to express his gratitude in person. Drowned a pint of ale and dashed right off to his room where he's sleeping quite soundly, as if his rather conspicuous snoring is any guide. Ah, the comforts of life on the road. So this dude, as context, basically just paid us off. He's from Thanalan, and he came here on a business trip and he doesn't want to go back. And his wife sent a dude to bring him back, and he just paid off the dude to let him stay. Yeah, there's another mission, but I don't really want to take it. Again, I don't want to get distracted once more. Buddy souse, that's what I always say. If you can't hold your liquor, stick to the tea. I'm sorry, do you have something for me? We've got a key to the private room at the Bobbing Cork. Oh, that's right, I think we retrieved a key from somebody. Why, I've been searching everywhere for that key. You're a godsend, friend. You must forgive me. There's rumors of late of a suspicious masked man in these parts, and they've got both me and my customers on edge. Any road, thanks to you, that ale-swilling fool can sleep soundly in his bed tonight. You do well to find safe lodgings as well, my friend. I don't need these, I'll just take the money. He's also got missions for me, and I don't dislike missions. But I know myself well enough to know that if I accept those, I'm gonna get distracted again. This dude is part of the Lance quest. Lancer Valclair. So you have vanquished the red balloon, no less what I would expect of one of your Waynes. Your enemy altered its nature throughout the encounter, thereby causing the terms of battle to shift repeatedly. Yet ever did you press onward, your courage holding firm in the midst of constant change. So was it that you emerged triumphant. I am not known for being liberal with my praise, but you have done well. Yours is a genuine courage. Mind you, this does not give you license to forsake your training. You are still but a fledgling among us, after all. I have finished with you. You may report back to Uwain. And when you do, tell that young upstart that I demand he show his face here from time to time. That is all. Now let's see. We did have some of these side missions to finish out that I would like to get done while we're still in the area. That way they won't stay on my docket here and be a distraction. Now let's see. We'll go down to the Central Shroud to do the other mission in a moment there. So this one is the pumice thingamajig. Got it. We're just gonna scoot. Bye! That's a boss enemy. That's a hunt. Fuck. If that thing kills me, or if that thing sees me, it's a one-shot kill. Man. I don't have much of a choice. I'm gonna have to go buy that jackwagon. I'm probably gonna die. Why do you gotta be right there, dude? I should put these away. Those can go here. You can go here. Actually, this should go here, and that can go here. It's all animal stuff anyway. Alright, so specific dudes to kill. Got it. Mistakes were made. I may be a potato, but I am a mighty potato. Oh crap, that wasn't what I was supposed to do. I completely forgot. I wasn't supposed to kill them. I was supposed to weaken one and capture it. Whoops. With this, a ceramic pot made of metal-free clay and fired in a cerulean oven to lower the ethereal conductivity. It's a prison. Okay, let's see if this works. There we go. Okay. I completely forgot I was supposed to capture the guy and not just kill him. In fairness to me, murder is usually what they want us to do. Then we'll go... You stop that. I suppose I could go to the Golden Saucer and turn that in, and then go to Camp Drybone for the main story quest. And that would get 2 birds, 1 stone. Okay. Got it. Of course, first we must needs do these Lancer quests, so let's just focus on that. Here. Yom Epokan? Why, that's me. At least that's who I think I am. Did you need something from me? Though removed from the body, this heart of a golem still throbs with magics. Gummus pollums? I fear I'm not familiar with them. Pumice golems, on the other hand. Orion has told me all about them. Let's see what you brought me now. Ooh, I can just feel it pulsing with energy. You've certainly found a live one, haven't you? I must begin my analysis straight away. Now, where did I put my glasses? Okay, so... Let's see. Well, first, let's go back to New Britannia, turn in this Lancer quest, and get the next one. Sorry, I had to send a message. I'm so... This gentleman who's playing is called Foking, rather. That's amazing. This is the Heavens Word theme? Or... I think so. I do rather enjoy this person's aesthetic, too. This is such quintessential Final Fantasy XIV right here. We've got a bard performing, we've got somebody crafting, we've got people waiting around to meet with friends. Sorry, I'm just so tickled. Okay, let's do what we were gonna do and turn this in. Lancer's Guild. There's nothing more quintessentially Final Fantasy XIV than people doing performances near the Aetheryte for each main city, and people crafting, and emoting at each other, and goofing around. It's delightful. Old Valclair demands I show my face. I can only assume the buxom brunette at the float isn't lavishing him with the attention he craves. Very well, I shall see what I can do. As for you, Momo, well done. I never expected that you would meet with the approval of all three men, yet I am no less proud of you for having done so. You traveled far along the Lancer's path, and soon you will no longer require my guidance. In fact, you need overcome but one further trial to complete your education here. Do so, and I will give you my blessing with leave to leave the Lancer's Guild and embark upon a new adventure with spear in hand. As ever, apply yourself to your lance work and return when you are ready for your final challenge. I look forward to our next meeting. So actually, we do stop studying under the beginning person. Beginning, like, the level 30 quest, I think, is the last one we have with them. Because starting level 30 onward, you do a couple of missions to get your job stone. Lancer, of course, turns into Dragoon. And I got a new lance. Yeah! Proof of Might. Guildmaster Ywain would set you a final trial. This is my level 30. Ah, Momo, ever a sight for sore eyes. By your return, I take it you are ready for the final trial. Very well, let us... Guildmaster Ywain! You are wounded. What's happened? We were attacked, sir, by a dusk white lancer, as we trained in the forest. He was impossibly strong, a demon. He kept screaming something about teaching us true courage. No, not him. Not Focus. We were in a northwest corner of the central shroud when it happened. I was able to get away, but the others... You must help the others. Ugh. Be strong, man. I am sorry, Momo. The trial must wait. Pray make haste to the central shroud and help your comrades. And, Momo, should Focus force your hand, do what must be done. 12 speed you on your way. Let's go clap a bitch. Okay. Well, so Bent Branch and okay, so for both of these missions I do have to go to Bent Branch Meadows. So yeah. Okay. Well, hilariously, I just have to go... I'm going to the same spot for both things. Well, let's do the side mission first, because it's closer. Alright, we go Pachoo! Oh, I forget. Do I have to go up? I think I do have to go up, yes. Hello, Thevno. Thevni? Rostaban sent you? Thank the 12. I'd just about given hope that anyone would answer our call. Tell me, did you perhaps notice that gaping hole in the ground on your way here? Aye, 'twould be hard to miss it. One of the many remnants of Delamut's fury. The scaffolding you see is the solution we worked up with our friends from the Carpenters Guild, but even the sturdiest wood is at the mercy of the elements. The rains have fallen hard of late, and I fear there may still be some soggy planks left unattended. Please see to them, as well as any pests who come to feast on the wood. And by that, he means this. This giant hole was not here before. Is it gonna be? I bet this last one is gonna spawn some shroomy guys. Oh no! A slug buddy. A slug buddy. I mean, shroud hair. There. They're awfully cute for little slug guys, honestly. You have my thanks, adventurer. A shroud hair. I see. I ask you only this, friend. Should you have vacation and meet Marcette, speak nothing of this to her. She's a researcher of sorts, unusual creatures being her specialty. Were she to catch wind of shroud hairs lurking beneath, she would rip up every last plank till we had nowhere to stand upon. The woman treats us as if the wood whalers were her personal laboratory assistants. I would stand for this no more. I keep my distance from her, and would suggest you do the same. So, Marcette, if I remember, yep, it's this lady over here. So, if you talk to her, you start on like a several quests thing where she sends you like all over the place to do missions, and like, and she's very condescending. She's very rude. Why oh why did I ever just? This is her assistant, the poor fucker. Why oh why did I ever decide to become a scholar? An adventurer's life would have afforded me some more solitude. Poor fella. Okay. Time. So now also, this is where the White Gate, which is, I believe this is the White Gate. Yes, the White Wolf Gate. This is the one you have to unlock. This is an entrance into Gridania. But it's only accessible once you're like level 20 something up. And let's see, we're going into a battle. Let's have some food to get my XP up. Scarred Lance. Alright. Time to deliver a smackdown. Help! For the love of the 12, help me! Thebane? Oh jeez, a bunch of beasties. He probably got his ass kicked by, Help me, please! I'm working on it, friend. No, you stop that. Oh, he's tied up. Those bastards. Hey, leave him alone. Come on, come over here. Over here, jackwagons. Jeez. So this guy is obviously bait. This whole situation is bait. Come out, focus. I owe you my life, friend. Another breath and I would have become worm fodder. A dusk-white lancer unleashed the fiends upon us, claiming it would temper our courage. You should have seen the look in his eyes when he said it. Mad bastard. Where is he now? I think he headed off towards the North Shroud, maybe in the direction of Foghorn Float? I can't say for sure. I was concentrating on the Scalekin at the time. If it's a reckoning you seek, you are likely to be disappointed. Those of us who managed to outrun the worms will have already alerted the whalers. I dare say the Duskwhite is being held at spear point as we speak, begging for his worthless life in a puddle of his own piss. Serves the bastard right and all. I doubt that. Alright, let's go teleport over there. It is interesting though, because that was visibly like an elderly character model, and you don't see a lot of those. Alright. We're back here again, it seems. Time to chew. Giant carnivorous skeleton known as Z's have wandered near Foghorn Float in search of fresh meat. Slay the creatures before anyone becomes supper. I'll deal with that later. Okay, so this is... I'm trying to think of the best way to get there because it's clearly below, but... Ah. I didn't ask for your interference, sir. Well, there he is. Jackwagon McGee. Time for a smackdown. What kept you? Helping your comrades, you say? Fool, you waste your pity on false friends. It's only a matter of time before they betray you. Aye, just like those wretches who saw me imprisoned and exiled. I was once an upright citizen of Gridania and a man of the Lancers Guild, yet life was not easy. For want of the coin to obtain the barest necessities, I conspired with my closest comrades to steal from the guild's coffers. The theft soon came to light, and though there were no suspects, it was clear that the deed had been perpetrated by someone within the ranks. An air of suspicion hung heavy over the guild from that day forth, until at last, unable to bear the guilt, I convinced my accomplices to join me in confessing. Only for them to bite their craven tongues after I had stepped forward and admitted my part in the crime. And so it was that I alone took the blame. Of course it was the Duskwhite, everyone said. Was there ever any doubt? It all made perfect sense. Despite my heartfelt pleas, my so-called friends denied any involvement. Instead, they called me vulgar names that I do not care to repeat. Can you imagine the shock and anguish I felt at their betrayal? Would that I had the strength to force the truth out of those traitors. Would that I had had the courage to escape my dungeon cell, even if it meant taking some hapless guard's life. Driven by vengeance and no small amount of self-loathing, I resolved to forge my courage anew. I strode into the lairs of ravenous fiends while drenched in blood. I put their helpless offspring to the spear that I may face the unbridled fury of their kin. You know, you could have just gotten a job. For my efforts, I have acquired the ultimate courage. Courage forged amidst danger and tempered by rage. I fear nothing. I am the greatest lancer that has ever lived. That's cute. We settle this once and for all. You know, there's a lot to be said about the joke of, you know, male Lancers trying to compensate for something. This guy's got a lot going on. You are the sole Lancer worthy of the name. By defeating you, I will prove my courage. You're not real bright, sir. Seriously, though, you could have just gotten a job. All right. Get your ass over here. Get out of here. You will not get the better of me. I want to be able to make this AoE. Hey, don't summon zombies. What's wrong with you? You think me without honor? To the hells with your honor. I fight for victory and I will stop at nothing to obtain it. Yeah, that's definitely not honorable, my sir, good sir. Get your butt over here. Too squishy to sit in the bed. Get wrecked. Impossible. Nah, just improbable. My courage is absolute. You're gonna yeet yourself right off the edge, sir. No! Come no closer! You're not the brightest cookie, sweetheart. There you go. Are any of the people lying on the ground here dead or just knocked out? Hey! That was me! Why you gotta... I was just about to teleport you, jackwagon! Absolute hoe bagel. Is that person still performing? They are! I can't tell which song they're trying to play, honestly. I've never been able to read music to save my life. I can sing, but I have to learn it by ear. So Focus is no more. Is it Folks? I don't know. His was a tragic tale, and one that might have been so different. Had fate not dealt him such a cruel hand, he could have well commanded a place of honor within these halls. But it avails us not to dwell upon what might have been. It is enough that you are still with us, Momo. Lest you wonder about your final trial, there will be none. I've seen all that I need to see. You've proven beyond a shadow of doubt that yours is a genuine courage. In recognition of this, I shall pass to you the secrets of Lance Charge, one of the most potent abilities in our arsenal. You are a Lancer in your own rights now. There is not more I can teach you. From here onwards, it is up to you to seek out such challenges as will make you grow. Like attracts like, and the strong are drawn to strength, just as I once knew for certainty that I was destined to face the Lord of the Bramble Path, so too will you find, or be found by, an adversary of equal worth. None can say what fate will bring, but armed with your courage, there is naught you need fear. Keep close to your heart the lessons you have learned here, and go forth to blaze a new trail with spear in hand. Lance Charge is useful because it increases damage by 10%. I was so sure that we got that mission earlier than this. Let's see, let's just scoot this over here. There we go. And I don't have access to the next Lancer quest yet, because I need to get further into the story first. Wait. I was certain that I had unlocked... Yes, I did unlock the gold saucer. Don't mess with me, game. So the name of the achievement I earned by doing that quest just now, this one time at level 30, terrible. Actually, wait, give me a sec. I should do the mini cactpot while I'm here. Ooh, cute outfit! Look at this! Look at this modern outfit this person's got rockin'. A+. Actually, wait, what are those pants? They're... Isle Farmhands cutoffs. Oh no, these are so cute! What if I dyed them white? Wait, these would look so good with my current outfit. I might have to look up to... they're probably they're wicked expensive on the market board. Okay, let's do the mini cactpot while I'm here. None of these are very good. 119 gil is more than I spent, because each game is 10. Ooh, that might be good. 252. That's not great. 252. So not terrible, not much of an improvement, but not too shabby. Let's go turn this in to the Chocobo folks. Chocobo Square. Our promising new jockey returns, bearing her fledgling Chocobo's registration form, I trust. But of course, one so keen to join the ranks of honored champions would not be so foolish as to misplace essential documentation. Our race Chocobo trainer is responsible for registering new fledglings. Present your form to her, and she will guide you through the process. And when that final bureaucratic hurdle hath been surmounted, return to me, and I shall arrange your debut. To participate in Chocobo races, first speak with... Yep, do the thing. Chocobo races are now available. I believe Catering provides you with a registration form for your race Chocobo. Yeah. My potato. Okay. I gotta... Okay, this is my female. So, is there... Crap, it doesn't have the word I'm looking for. Unless it's in here somewhere and I'm just not seeing it. It's kind of the Rotor, Rhodes, Rouge. I was hoping they would have Russet, but the closest they have is Rouge. What about, do they have gold? Gold. And Flora? paprika. I'm looking for potato, but I don't think it's here. Proper nouns are names. Damn it, I want to name them after potatoes. I was gonna name one like golden... Wait, what is the name of golden potato? Does it have a name apart from golden potato? Yukon Gold, I guess. I wonder, wait, can I... I should call him Gold. Obviously Yukon is not a place that exists in this world, but is there perhaps something that reminds us of it? I don't think so. I don't want these. I'm just gonna choose... I think I'm just gonna choose something that starts with Y, because it'll make me remember that in reality I want to name my bean after a Yukon Gold potato. Or maybe... I'll just maybe... Okay, what about Orchid Gold? That's fine. It's not my, like, official chocobo. Congratulations! Orchid Gold is now eligible to participate in sanctioned chocobo races. However, I fear you are not quite qualified to do so just yet. Please speak with the registrar about our training course. I'm not going to do the training courses because that's not what I'm here to do today. But if folks are interested in seeing that, that is something I will show off at a later point. Okay. Time to do some main story quest. Okay. Gotta talk to the Flame Sergeant. Now my question is he in here? Yes, he is. Okay. Hi, folks. Ah, you're Momo Jagaimo of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizard men aren't aware that their man, Ungust, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place in the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much more of the Amalja plot if the mission succeeds, Momo. Let's make sure it does. Aye, aye, Captain. Trying to figure out which of these exits is best is always a lesson in frustration and dry bone. And I took the wrong exit this time. Oh well. Because it kind of goes opposite of the way you think it should. It's really pretty at night. Such a shame that that is basically radioactive. Or the magic version of radioactive. Boop. Oh, these guys won't bother me. I am too high level in comparison to them. I do appreciate it when I hit that point, because look at these little guys' design. They're rather cute for being little gremlin beasts. I like being able to see what the foes look like, which is rather difficult to do when you're fighting for your life. I think this is yes. All right. This little circle, well, this little chunk of wibbly wobbly light always means there's a battle. So it's been a full session since we did stuff. Basically, he was selling people into human slavery. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Excuse me. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. Wah! What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. Ah, great. Oh, you jackwagon. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. Great, traitors all over the place. I eluded the Immortal's flames' clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? It was almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Aye, your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. Alright, well, time to give these folks a bad day. Okay, Ranger. Nope, Ranger first. Filthy traitors! When I get my hands on you. See, there's always usually a second chunk of enemies that are coming out of the woodwork somewhere here in a moment. How did I guess? Another wave! Stay sharp, men! I'm sorry, friendo. I tried. God damn it, is there no end to them? The show is only just beginning. You didn't even let me do a murder. Put up your weapon, or your comrade's a dead man. Behind you! Oh, we got poisoned. Bring her. The rest of you, march. Traitorous scum. So now we're in jail! Rejoice, heathens, for your worthless lives shall soon have meaning. Rude. The lizards claim they will soon bring us before Ifrit for tempering. All of us are as good as dead. To enter the Bowl of Embers, you must have made sufficient okay, yep. The lizardmen marched us to the stronghold. They're preparing for something, and I, for one, do not want to be around when they finish. They're going to kill us, aren't they? Gods, I don't want to die. I want to go home. Poor buddy. And these are all of the civilians that got caught. Listen well. These waters feed into the marshes of Drybone. A short swim will see us to freedom. However, if all of us attempt to flee, we are like to be discovered. You alone must sneak out and assemble a rescue party. Once you have won free, seek out our comrades stationed at Drybone. He'll show you the way back here. May the 12s would speed your way. Nope. I am glad that there's an option to leave, but it's time to do a murder. I fear the Amalja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death, with steel in hand. The Bowl of Embers, our first trial. Our first primal. And I think I do have to do... Oh, I can do this with NPCs. Sure. Oh, they're different NPCs this time. A marauder, a conjurer, and... Oh, because they're scions! I love that I always have a potato in my party, and a Rogadin. So far, it has been a Rogadin of some sort, one of the, like, sort of medium-height races, either an Elysin or a Hyur, and a potato. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea! Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery! O mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. O mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhood. If it pleases you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame, and mark them as your own. Bloody hells. Bring those two as well. Hoist by your own petard, Ungust. What's going on? The same will be agreed? None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No! Spare me, I beg you! It's, it's the leopard-eating party, being surprised that the leopards are eating their faces. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minion. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. mighty Ifrit, my one true god. Great, now they're zombies. Your words are my bread. Impossible! But what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that is the only explanation. Technically, they're not wrong, but that's gonna take like 3 expansions to explain. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as a vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art of the godless blessed number. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind, thine existence is not to be suffered. By the paragons, they mean the Asians, the ones who have taught these beast tribes how to summon the primals. Oh, I forgot it goes straight into battle. Hello! I'm stupidly over-leveled, but also, like, can't take advantage of that. So the Ifrit fight is pretty fun. Succumb to the Inferno! I enjoy it, so you can fight these after the fact just by yourself. And that's not doable at you know, low levels, but when you're higher level, being able to murderize these guys by yourself is such a power trip. And it's actually, they also drop items you can use to create, like Ifrit, or I think the extremes do, the next difficulty level. Items you can use to make, like, weapons that are based on them, like an Ifrit spear and whatnot. Surrender thyself to the fires of judgment. Or not. It can be an or not moment. Alright. The nail, if we don't destroy this thing, it's a party wipe. This is a pretty basic, but pretty good introduction to the mechanics for this is a boss mechanic, I mean. Thy soul shall burn for eternity. So yes, if we hadn't destroyed the nail, this would have been a total party wipe. Thou art strong, mortal. What? Accident! I tabbed out of the game by accident. Oh, jeez. I do enjoy how this version of Ifrit looks so lizardy, because it really sort of reflects on the people who summoned him. The Amajar lizard guys. So, like, of course, the version of the god that they picture, that they summon, is going to look more lizardy than other games' incarnations of Ifrit. And I think that's a delightful touch. My confused bean. Pray forgive my lateness. No, Thancred, it's a good thing you weren't here. You would have gotten tempered as well. I was delayed by a congregation of Amaljad zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot. Ooh. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives. No less than I'd expect from the Flame General's picked men. As for those two, it's fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have so much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Momo. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You've been given a veritable baptism of fire. Yes, but Thancred, unlike you, I can survive that with my free will intact. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Cape Drybone, shall we? This way, sir. Well, the lighting's fun. So that was the mighty Ifrit. Nero Stolskeva. We're just gonna call him Nero. Oh, what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Old Dawn interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We've only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We have wasted enough time here. That meteor of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there wasn't aught worth a damn to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary directive. Yet I find that I am troubled by the adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. Another 20 levels. And good chunk of story later. You've been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that. Beware, Omen in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. I was expecting him to go back up to be the damn Ascian floating above them, and I'm like, how many levels of up would that have? That would have been 3. It just would have been very funny, is all. Okay. Oh wait, no, because this is the story version. Got it. Wait, do you guys have anything to say? jokes. No, you're just cheering. Hi, buddies. You're a cute potato. Hello, I'm taller than you. I never had this experience as Caldred. Because Caldred is the smallest possible potato, which means she is the smallest possible playable race. Thancred. Ah, there you are, Momo. Come rest a while. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath. For a time, at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. For once a man is tempered... but it ill suits me to dwell on negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there's still reason to rejoice. If Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Momo. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfile will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the Waking Sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail there. Just don't take too long, will you? The world's problems won't solve themselves. And so begins one of our many returns back to the Waking Sands. There's a reason there is the meme of Minfilia going, "Pray, return to the Waking Sands." It happens so very, very often. Less so nowadays, because they actually got rid of a ton of missions. Like, they really smoothlined the main story quests. It used to have a ton more filler. And I kind of regret that that's gone. I wish some of those were still, like, optional side quests you can do, just for, like, the story building method. Like, there's a couple of later quests that are wicked funny, and like, oh hey! Sorry, I gotta murderize this guy from my hunting log. But there's a couple of later quests that are very funny, and now just don't exist anymore. Because they were taken out to give folks room. And I just kind of miss it. I understand entirely why it was done, and agree that it was a good idea to streamline the main story quest, because any kind of MMO main story quest that is clogged up with filler is no good. It starts to feel like a slog. Even so, I find I'm probably gonna miss it. I'm thinking, if I were to dye this... Oh, it only dyes the pants. That might look okay, though, because we've got this white ruffle, and then it would go back to brown, and then white, and then brown, so that's not a bad idea. But what brown would I use? What brown would... Loam brown, maybe? Or perhaps... No, I don't think russet brown's too red. But cobalt brown might be too dark. Either way, I don't have any dyes on me. I'm just easily distracted. And then these... Oh! I can redo... Okay. What if I dyed them the same red? What Dalamud red. Hi, badass! I'm sorry, I just peeked the crap so bad. Sorry about that. Ruby red is definitely... I don't know. Ruby red... Well, we'll see. But hello, badass. Sorry about that overly loud noise, and I hope you're having a good day. Tataru! I'm good, actually. I've managed to getting a little bit of main story quest done today. Momo, how goes it? All's well here. At least on the bookkeeping front, anyway. Tataru, my favorite bean. Or one of my favorite beans. Okay. Does anyone... I think some of the characters might have different dialogue now. Or maybe not. If I talk to Urianger and his dialogue hasn't changed, I'll know it didn't. Okay, nope. Dialogue has not changed. I'm hoping to get another hour, maybe up to 2 hours tonight. We'll see. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. My late arrival nearly cost Momo her life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took her prisoner, and I wasn't there when they served her to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle she survived, but that does not excuse the fact that she should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed her utterly, just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Momo, it's so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You've done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa Lominsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. AKA world-building time! Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now, ether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. It's the Force! Also, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether, crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the question of why the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It's this coming together, or ethereal coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give. In order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet, even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us all. When you first came to us, I told you how the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning. Such an elaborate science are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they would deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of this respite, Momo. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who failed Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. This is kind of the last time our character gets to not be famous. Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that they are to be put to death, the flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse, but once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primals whom he cannot choose but to worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need to be sacrificed. I hope that you will one day come to understand this. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till the next time. Losses he definitely blames himself for, despite the fact that had he been there alongside us, he would have been tempered as quickly and as easily as the people around me. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louis Sois would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. You're a single man, Thancred. And you're also not the leader of this joint. Technically, that's Minfilia. Minfilia is wearing a wry smile. Might it have something to do with your newfound fame? A hero in the making. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, so I am almost certain that this info dump we're getting here, this had to have happened after, like, one of the first patches in Final Fantasy XIV, when it was, like, before. I can almost assume that this is a patch that was added after the fact. That's why there's this little recap here, to remind the players of what happened if it had been a while since they finished the main story quest, and then between that and when this was released. That's fascinating. But for your character and courage, thereafter you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Yida and Papalimo that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You've accomplished a great deal in a short time, and won fame in doing. Alas, flame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, Momo. Or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons! Aw, Roy G. Biv! Ah, Lady Minfilia. Radiant as always. I'm given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Momo, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's Bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Momo's deeds spread so quickly, that the Immortal Flame should know of her triumph is to be expected, but what of the other companies? Eep! Tetter is a terrible gossip. Your reputation precedes you, Mr. Shigaimo. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And I imagine our pride when we learned that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem, and that you will always be welcome among us. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant women such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend. Together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Mr. Shigaimo. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A woman of your talent belongs with the Immortal Flames. Join your strength in ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. I do think that each one of them has different dialogue depending on where your story started. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we would want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa to the shores of glory. Lady Minfilia. Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged in its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. By the way, guys, we have an ad coming in about 4 minutes 10 seconds. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which the Grand Companies best deserve your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so. And yet, I concede that it is no small choice you face. Ah! A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing those addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dearest officers? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well. Let Momo hear our leader speak, and return here with her decision. We eagerly await your answer. We're about to meet some of my favorite beings. One sec. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Momo, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that the great power is wont to attract attention, and not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one woman. In the midst of a grand company, however, you'll be one woman with a lot of support, basically. In the midst of danger. I can think of no better arrangement. I did not mean to click. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Company seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of the distance, or regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Momo, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remnant services are to take place. I can't speak today. That ad is in about 25 seconds, my dears. Also, goodbye. Thank you, Sarabot. With the power you possess, there will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one woman. Oh, this is okay. I'm glad it repeated the dialogue. In the midst of the Grand Company, however, you'll be one woman among many, a friend among friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. The Elder Seed Seer speaks only truth, and her words have the power to touch the soul. At the sound of her voice, all fall silent and attend her. The Flame General is a passionate man, and his words never fail to light a fire in the belly of those who listen. I am sure you will be no exception. Well, no, Saribot's not a good boy. He's a good bot. We don't assume Saribot's gender. When the Admiral speaks, even pirates listen, and that is no small thing. She's a born... Sorry, excuse me. She's a born leader, the kind one would gladly follow into the 7th Hell. Okay, that's it. Okay. Where am I? Ooh! Y'shtola's not here anymore. New dialogue? I meant to say bot. You hate all the credit. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, folks have moved around, so I bet you anything there's new dialogue. Speeches? Oh yes, I love them. There's nothing like a good exposition when you're having trouble sleeping. 5 years ago, the 3 grand companies joined as one and fought the Garlean Empire at the Cartano Flats. And now, for the first time, the people will gather to remember those who fell in the battle. That being said, no one has any clear memory of what transpired that fateful day, not even the leaders of each nation. I think we probably have the clearest memory, and we just saw the memories. The destruction that visited this land cannot be attributed to the forces of the Empire alone. Worm of midnight, of breath infernal. For some, a legend made of flesh. For others, an insidious symbol of memory lost. We grasp but a piece of this puzzle. More and more must we question and contemplate ere the fallen moon revealeth its myriad secrets. I've heard word of your deeds. I am sparing in my praise, so know that you have truly impressed me. Be that as it may, it is fortunate that Thancred arrived when he did. Had he been but a moment late, I shudder to think of what might have transpired. It's so weird to have Y'shtola, like... I've just spent so long playing as Keldred that having these characters be strangers and not intimate friends with my character feels so weird. I must confess, I do rather miss that obnoxious Makote's company. Abba is taking part in a joint operation with the Immortal Flames. I imagine he's having the time of his life right now. An experienced warrior like Abba won't die so easily. He's strong, fast, cunning. He'll come back safe. Ehrenwald is such a sweetheart. He's a good boy. Everything looks to be in order. Right, on to the next customer. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh, hello again. Hello again, lass. Meet Persevanes. We were thick as thieves in the old days. At least I think we were. Or it might have been that he was a right creepy bastard, and I did my best to avoid him. Still, we were both members of the old order, so either way, we're in this together, huh? Why would you say Cerberus not a good badass? He's doing his best. Hey, Thancred. You put us all to shame with your recent performance in the field. If I'm to keep up, I dare say I'll need bigger knives. Alright, upstairs to Tataru. By the way, badass, do you have any suggestions for icons or, emojis or whatnot that I can do? I have a couple on the list. I've written down a couple of ideas. Like the Wheeze, maybe the Family Guy death emote, and I'm actually a dab. It's like a smug smiley. Yeah. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Momo. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Redania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 services, and Elder Seedseer Kane Senna will deliver her address at Miketo's amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Redania your first port of call. Bonk emo and bite emo. Okie doke. Knife emote. Next, you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where Flame General Roband al-Din will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored that there's going to be a special guest. How exciting! Oh, wait, badass. Knife emote or like knife cat emote? Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merlwyb Blossifwin will be there giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, Xanthale, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you find the Remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell! So this is kind of, like memeing on the fact that you can go to any of these in the order you choose. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of a knife cat emoji. Or emote, rather. Well, let's go to Gridania. Oh, this is such a nice, simple look. That is... Oh, it's the griffin skin! Okay! It looks so nice and white. It's kind of ugly in the regular colors. Or at least the default color is like kind of a not great brown. But I love it in the what? Well, this is the default color. I don't like it like that. At least not on a Lalafell, but like white is so cute. Can you... Griffin skill... Give me a sec. Sorry, I'm just writing down the name of that piece. I don't think I'll ever have Kel wear it, but it's very pretty. Okay, the amphitheater. Wait, is that person still here? I'm not sure if that's them or not. It is still Foking. Let's go ahead and go. It's really pretty.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 Seed Seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
There really should be more audible voices in this crowd to make it less empty.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races.
So, okay. So, I just realized my brain was like, 500 years? That's a baby country! And then I remember how old the US is, and Anyway.
So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished
Can you
into the
tell who the
great
main
nation
characters
it
in this
is
shot are?
today.
Point out the main characters, it ain't hard.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat.
See, if you forget how high-pitched how, like, adult her voice is, her actual model is very childlike. And that's intentional. She physically stopped aging when she was, like, 17 or 18. But she's significantly older than that. Because the Podgel can live for several hundred years, if I remember correctly. So we don't actually know how old these beings are.
5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on the
high
bloody
roads without
Ixal.
fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
Follow
forest.
the elementals!
If I remember correctly, this fella actually I think is the oldest one here. Or one of the oldest ones. The Elder Seedseer is just, I think, more gifted in some respects than the others. Or maybe she is the oldest and I'm just misremembering.
If you'll permit me, Alfie no. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler.
God, I forgot how much his early voice was intended to piss you off.
You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Sorry, I keep hitting the thingamajig. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition, and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal, Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and had long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the same time they summoned the primal Ramu. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Although they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelfth was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to an all-out war. And when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? Well, perhaps we will find out, if the Elder Seedseer's words fell on fertile ground. God, these dumb anime, cuts in their damn outfits. I fucking forgot about this. Alphino and Alize, my children's. Oh, that's what I had wanted to do. Yes, this is the correct way. I want to hire my retainers real quick. If I already did that before, I'm gonna laugh at myself. I don't think I did. I think I would have remembered that. Greetings. I take it you've come to see me about a retainer. Hire a retainer. According to your records, you may hire up to 7. Don't look at me. Currently, you have no retainers in your employ. So, the reason I said that is, you have to pay real money to increase your number of retainers. I think the default is 3. Excellent. You have quite a few men and women on our list, so I invite you to describe the retainer you desire down to the most minute detail. Which is so weird. Let's see. I made all of these ahead of time, so... Wait, ooh, I gotta get out my notes. I named them all after sweets. After... No. Wait, what was the white one I chose on? Where's the one I'm looking for? Sorry. Oh no, I didn't want this one. Wait, I wanna... Aw, damn. Didn't mean to exit out of it entirely, I just loaded the wrong save. Couldn't figure out how to redo it. Okay. Oh wait, I'm beginning with the red one. Oh wait, yes. So I named them all after colors, and specifically like the colored Japanese sweets. Wait, no, I don't want to save the design. I can think of several retainers that are exactly as you describe. Oddly enough, they have strikingly different personalities. If you'd be so kind as to state a preference, it would be most helpful. Red, so... rough. Very well, I have just the individual in mind. When summoned, this retainer will greet you just so. At your beck and call, I am. And when dismissed, this retainer will bid you farewell just so. You had your feel of me, huh? Fair enough. Let me know if you need aught else. Yes. Excellent. It is also customary to give the retainer an appellation of one's own making. A nickname, as it were. We find this deepens the bond between our clients and their retainers. And... so we can't do, spaces. But I know we can do punctuation. Aka Ampan. So, red bean bun, if I remember correctly. One moment, please, while I draft the proper documentation. Congratulations! Akampan is now in your employ. You can summon your new retainer using the nearby bell. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay, we gotta make the orange one next. Alright. Not you. Come on, where is it? Here we go. My orange! A cute little, Mikote. Wait, I can just zoom in. What am I doing? This is the bean. I think she should be independent. They'll greet me. Ready when you are. When dismissed. Gosh, this is tiring. What's the word? I forget what this... Wait, what is... Let me look this up. Sorry, give me a sec. Oh, it's a... I knew that I chose these names for a reason. It's a type of, sweet. Similar to mochi. So orange. I just said orange, that kind of sweet. Because they do make ones that are bright orange. Alright. What the heck name did I choose for green? Okay. Alright, I can just go to the face, duh. This is my green girl. Wait, no! Wrong! Green doesn't come next. Crap. I don't think there's any way to load new save data. Goodness, I had a time right then. Not what I'm looking for. Kimian Dango. My yellow. No, come on. Hit the right button. Let's see, this one has got to be carefree. I'm sorry, so sorry to keep you waiting, madam. So very, very sorry. And leaves. If there is nothing else, madam, I'll be going now. Yeah! Okay, now I can do my green. Sorry, give me a sec. I keep seeing the name Potato, and I know it was from when I made this little bean. When I made Momo. Here we go, jeepers. Yeah, my green. This one... polite. Greets me. What is it that you would have me do, milady? And dismissed. I humbly await your next summons, milady. Hanami Wagashi. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I think it was further down. I think it was down here. No, Oh, and this one's towards the top. Yeah. She's super duper cute for a Rogadin. I mean, they are cute, but a lot of Rogadins I've seen are like just sheer badasses rather than like sort of round-faced and cute. No. I named her Ramune Owl, so basically just blue Ramune soda. Let's see. Serious? Go ahead, madam, and duly noted. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just grabbing the character's name. First try. Face, face, face. My purple! I tried some other races in purple, it just didn't work out as well. Actually, I think it was more that I tried to make a blonde Aura and it didn't look like I wanted. And these guys might have had the best option for purple hair and eyes. But yeah, I like how this girl turned out. And of course they're all gonna be girls. Why would I make a man? Let's see. I like the idea of carefree. Oh, she did have different lines. I think they're different depending on the race. Oh well. Actually, I don't remember what this item is that I named this character. Oh! Sweet potato stuff. Okay, like the purple sweet potato. I'm like, I made these character names and designs like right when I made Momo, so it didn't occur to me like that I would. I just, it's hilarious that I forgot them is what I'm saying. I think Shiro, yes, Shiro's down here. I've been wanting to make a like really super duper pale. Actually, can I get her skin more pale? Nope, but is the palest I can get. Well, actually, a cooler skin tone would work better. Just the lightest colors I could get. And I thought the hairstyle was wicked cute. I think she should be polite. She just strikes me as polite. Shiro Daifuku. It's like white Daifuku. Or sure the mochi things. But yes! Now we have people. We can even assign them jobs. Oh, you can have a retainer comment. Interesting. Oh, I can't assign them. I don't think, maybe I can't assign them jobs until I get a Grand Company thing? I think maybe. Okay. Well, my first retainer always has food items. So, you. Let's give you most of my gil. Because that is usually how I play these games, keeping bare minimum. Okay. I usually do stone and stuff here. Actually, no, that's not what So my bottom, and I know everybody has different approaches. Maybe not everybody does this the same way. But every retainer I have, the position in the thing dictates what I give them. Like, we can put alchemy materials here for now, which is because that is usually what I do. Just, yeah, we can move stuff around later. Then the one above it has animal materials. Then it's like refined materials, organic materials such as wood and harvested stuff, like that wood botany that isn't food. And up here is usually stone and metals. And the refined materials are here. I'm sorry, nobody cares. What am I even talking about? There. I feel better now. A bunch of crap out of my inventory. I hate carrying crap in my inventory. But you're holding on to you for the time being. Okay, awesome. Right. First, repair items. Wrong side. Or was it perhaps the correct side? Nope, mender. Okay. Tataru did say Ul'dah next, right? Oh, I don't remember. Yeah.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanimo herself!
And Reborn as well.
What accent was that?
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah! Reborn! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold.
You know, that actually is true, because it has only been, I think, roughly the same amount of time, because the old, like, the sultanas and the rulers of Ul'dah have been going for a long time, but I'm pretty sure that the Ul dynasty specifically has only been between 300 to 500 years old. There was another ruling family of Hayur in the past before the Ul, who are all Lalafels. Anyway, sorry, obscure history aside.
Where by the grace and glory of Nalthal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we.
Probably because you've got the bigger population. Gridania's real little.
Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you! Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people.
Ja, for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your grace.
Reborn?
I always forget they do this.
People of Ul'dah, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune.
I never
Stride
realized she
fearless
has
into
little...
the inferno.
She has
For
pants
we
on under
are,
that dress.
by fire reborn!
That's so cute. Nanama, my beloved. My little quartz
Forsooth,
rose quartz beam.
I
Fancy meeting you again.
The Eldons have a long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Eldons do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. He is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Eldon send their forces to smite the primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is brought with blood. It is a war of attrition that they simply cannot sustain. Small wonder, then, that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. As such, at such a desperate hour, an adventure of your experience would be a real welcome addition to their ranks. And Limsa. What's this? Oh! The venture thing! Troubled Adventurer. Several adventurers are having difficulty summoning their retainers. Should you wish to offer your assistance, you will find those troubled souls in Limsa, Gridania, and Ul'dah. The rewards will be the same regardless of who you help, so you do not hesitate to aid the adventurer of your choice. Yeah. Bloody hells, I ain't got time for this. Friend, you look like the helpful sort. Mind handing a meddlesome task for a man in need? Me retainer, he reckoned he had what it took to get him a venture in Skull Valley, with not more than what I gave him. But now the little bugger's up and vanished. Probably get eaten by a dodo or some such. Any road, if you happen to come across him, his remains in western Lenosha, I'd like you to inform the local watch so they can set about notifying his kin. That's kind of brutal. I'll do that in a moment. Here to attend the Remembrance service. Be quick. The Admiral is due to give her address at any moment.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Ah, yeah, ah, ha, ha, yeah, ha.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilfir's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa.
Okey doke, badass. Do what you gotta.
I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
I gotta say, out of the three city-states we've visited so far, that is the most scathing opinion he's had of any of them so far.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin have risen?
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men.
Ma'am, there's many ladies here.
To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Admiral Melvin!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
Oh my god.
I'll follow ye to the 7 hells, Admiral!
It's just so cringe when there's an isolated voice. I don't know why.
Fancy meeting you again.
Oh, sorry, my dears. That ad's gonna hit in a little under 3 minutes. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Lominsa is plagued by 2 beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans also have chosen to erect a fortress right in the Liminson's backyard. And that is to say not of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight among themselves, the Garleans who whet their blades and watch. If the Liminsons are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom Standard will be drenched in a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. God, their boots are so fucking dumb. Momo, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service has now concluded? A moment ago, you say. What a coincidence! Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies? Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. I want to do this before I go anywhere, though. The missing retainer thing, I'm pretty sure this is what lets us unlock the ability to give our retainers a job. And that job can be either fighting or gathering. And both are very useful. By fighting, I mean you send them out there and they get like random items and sometimes animal stuff. Oop, that ad's about to begin. Oof. You guys are not friendly looking. I was supposed to have done this at level 15. That's right, we did unlock retainers around that time. I just forgot to hire some. Ahem. I don't know what you think you saw, but I assure you that I had everything under control. What? That oaf presumed me to be dead. Who does he think I am? Some wet behind the ears weakling? He'd have at least shown some remorse for furnishing me with such poor equipment. Well, speak of the Sahagin. A moment. It's about bloody time. Do I sound dead to you? Fine, but you're buying the first round. Limlion have mercy. I am not getting paid nearly enough for this to work. I hope you treat your retainers with more respect, madam. Anyway, courtesy dictates that I thank you for your intervention. To that end, I ask that you seek out Freedwib in East Hawker's Alley. Tell her what you did, and I'm sure she'll reward you handsomely. Farewell. It's so funny to see characters do, like, in-game mechanics like that. Forgot I was supposed to use the bathroom. I will be right back. Alrighty, I return. Sorry about that. Greetings, Mist. How may I assist you? It sounds to me like you came along just in time. The last thing we need is another retainer dying in the venture. I gather from your expression that you are not familiar with ventures. Quite understandable. Allow me to explain. In cooperation with the Adventurers Guild, we have established a new system which retainers may be dispatched to procure items for their employers. Should you wish to avail yourself of this additional service, you will need to pay your retainers in advance with ventures. I speak of these, a special script issued by the Adventurers Guild. Accept them with my compliments. Let me assure you that it isn't a complex process. Any retainer can walk you through it. When next you speak with yours, why not raise the subject? I'll be working with something, but I'll be watching the stream too. That's fine. So long as I am able to provide at least some small measure of entertainment, that's fine for me. I do not have to be the focus. You won't be able to chat? That's understandable. I just hope you're still having fun. Where's the retainer thing? I didn't mean to do that. Yep, I know. Lancer. Nope. I am the one keeping the ding-dang thingamajig. Wow, Shara, you're so eloquent. That'll have to do, that's all I got at the present, because I am not giving her the friendship bracelet. The friendship headlet. Alright, let's assign you a venture. Discuss some experience points, bring you back stuff. Field exploration is best to begin with, because those are the ones that lets them bring back random items. And they can be, the loot pool is truly insane. Okay, I'm gonna give Lancer not what I meant to do, sorry. Oh shoot, I need to get at least I can't assign a venture without a proper weapon. Well, oh, this is armor. Battlecraft, retainer, jeweler, tradecraft, apothecary. Surely the weapon. Surely this has got to be both weapons and. No, it's. Don't tell me the weapon dude is elsewhere. That would be so random. I'm gonna be mad. Damn it. Feathered spear. But sorry, hun. I just got a spear. But anyway. Anyway, they come back in the Once on Field Exploration build to bring you stuff you can sell for gil, usually, or trade, or interesting. Well, in addition to like crazy items. Okay. Pray return to the Waking Sands. Actually, yes. I am going to use that. Where is the Vesper Bay Aetheryte ticket? This was not a thing that existed when I first played this game. It brings you right to Vesper Bay. Otherwise, you have to teleport to Horizon and run there. Which is something that anyone who played this game before the last couple of years is going to remember. Hi, Tatter. Welcome back, Momo. Were the Grand Company's leaders' words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Momo. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
God, them talking to each other. The twins really weren't getting along right now at this point in the timeline.
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady! We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
I have pretty good arguments for at least two of them. Because Momo is a plainsfolk Lalafell, meaning her ancestors do come from Ul'dah, and she did spend a lot of time in Ul'dah growing up. In my head canon brain, she would also periodically visit the Lanosha, or Lanos. I wish I freaking knew how to say that. Lanosha's oceans to visit Keldred, who in my head is her cousin, because Keldred, in my head canon, has always been like part Dunes folk, even though she is primarily a plainsfolk Lalafell. And then you've got Gridania, of course, the village where we started out. So all of these make pretty well. These two more so. I'm gonna go with Gridania. Ah, I take it the Elder Seedseer's words have touched your heart. Has your resolve to entwine your destiny with that of the Twin Adder? Sure. You have chosen wisely, my friend. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed. Without further ado, let us speak of practical matters. In order to complete the enrollment process, you must report to the Adder's Nest. They gave me honey yellow dye. The company you keep, Twin Adder. The Twin Adder recruitment officer seems eager to welcome you to Gridania's grand company. I dare say you know well from your wanderings in New Gridania. You know it well. Give your name to the personnel office there, and he will guide you through the formalities. I have no doubt that your deeds will bring great honor to our order. When we meet in Gridania, I shall be proud to call you sister. Duh. And this is part of why I chose Twin Adder, because if I ever want to get to my home, and I want to get to my grand company, they're in the same place. You are come to the Adder's Nest, headquarters of the Order of the Twin Adder. Ever do we welcome those who would toil in the Elemental's name for the good of our forest nation. I mean, I'm not religious, guys. I can either be slightly pretentious and say, my name is Momo Jigaimo, I believe you are expecting me, or I'm here to enlist if you will have me. I'm here to enlist. Ah, might you be Momo Jigaimo? I thought as much. Our recruitment officer sent word that you would be coming. It is a pleasure and an honor both to welcome you to our ranks. Now, let me gather together the relevant documentation. Sir! What is it? Report. An urgent message from Amarisai's spires, sir. A Highwind Skyways airship has taken fire from Imperial forces in the skies above the East Shroud. The vessel's engines were crippled, sir, and it was forced to make an emergency landing southeast of 9 Ivies. 9 Ivies? Gosh, this could not have come at a worse time. All but a handful of our staff are presently afield dealing with the Ixal. Momo, I know full well you have yet to be formally inducted to our ranks, but we have urgent need of your aid. In all likelihood, the airship was bearing civilians, and if the reports are accurate, it will have come down dangerously close to Garlean occupied territory. please make all haste to the area southeast of Nine Ivies. Locate the airship and ascertain the status of its passengers. What am I doing running around? Oh hey, you're on my murder list. I love that it's called a boring weevil. That seems so mean. Why is he boring? He's just a little guy. Okay, I had a feeling. And okay, there's that one too. Now let's see, I think it's gonna be, yeah. Oh, hello! Join the party. Sorry, bud. Whoever writes the hunting log wants you dead. There's someone out there that wouldn't look at these monkeys and was like, this, fuck this person especially. Okay. This just keeps happening. I did not realize I had so many of these hunt logs here. I'm not gonna complain, I'm just surprised. In fact, usually a lot of these hunt dudes are like tucked in and out of really weird places on the map. There we go. Can I go through that? Yes. Oh, that's right. You gotta be 11 levels, not 10, before they stop attacking you. You have to be 11 levels higher than that, I mean. Don't look at me, don't look at me. Adventurer, what are you doing out here? No, wait, let's find some cover first. The Adder's Nest sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Peace, friend. We mean you no harm. You are an engineer of Garland Ironworks, are you not? We were alerted to your plight and have come to rescue you. And you are Momo Jigaimo, I presume. I was told to expect an honorary serpent. My thanks for your aid, friend. I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to that man's treachery? The secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must. We are bringing the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Such a stupid way of thinking. Imperial scouts from Castermorians. They mean to requisition the ship. Wedge, you have to help them. That fool of a Lullifell is hiding inside the tiny Bronco. The tiny Bronco? But isn't that the Ironworks' latest creation? It's the first airship we built since the Calamity. The first one since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight. And she was soaring, she really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Attend me, all. The Ironworks' latest creation must not fall into Garlean hands. We shall strike them swift and sure, and rescue Ironwork Engineer Wedge. Momo, I trust we can rely on your support. May the matron watch over us. With me. He's all ready to punch me earlier, but he's not a fighter. An ambush? To arms! Leave none standing. Keep them away from the airship. Fire for a thaumaturge, Visterius for a lancer, Vicurion for somebody who uses for a gladiator, and Visterius. Okay, that's a spear, right? I forgot he gets Magitech, don't he? And I like these barbarians. Teach them the futility of resistance. Jeez. Drinking your own Kool-Aid, bud. Actually, no. Yes, ads first. Wedge, you should not have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So, how'd she look, anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. While you do your work, we shall keep watch over the perimeter. The enemy may yet be lurking nearby. As for you, Momo, you have done more than your part today. I bid you return to the Adder's Nest and complete your enlistment. I pray there will be no further interruptions. When next we meet, let it be as fellow serpents of the Order. I just want to say sorry, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Ha ha. Well, seriously though, if it hadn't been for you and the twin Adder lads there, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge. Thank you. We're very grateful. He's very socially awkward, this child. Okay. Oh. My return is still recharging. So let's just get back to Gridania. Momo, it does my spirit well to see you returned. Word arrived but moments ago from the team at 9 Ivies. Lest you worry, the true engineers are safely on their way. The lieutenant informs me that you were instrumental in the mission's success. Had you not found Engineer Biggs when you did and helped us to rout the Garleans, things may have been very different. And all this before you even inducted into the Order. You are well on your way to carving out a fine career for yourself beneath the Twin Adder standard. But without further ado, let us see to your induction. Sorry, excuse me. But without any further ado, let's see to your induction. Well, filling, there won't be any further interruptions. She just casually gives me some dye. I'm not mad about it. I'm just kind of low-key question mark about it. That might be it for me for tonight. This feels like a good stopping point, and I am getting kind of tired. I don't usually stay up wicked late, so I'm an old lady. But so I think I am going to bow out for the night. But I appreciate folks for coming by, and let's see. Who do we want to say? I did not finish my thoughts. What I was trying to say is, thank you guys for coming out tonight. I appreciate your patience and your time, and so this Sunday, I should be able to stream on time because I'm going to be home and not returning home from work. And that ought to be the last session of the Wallace and Gromit DLC for Power Wash Simulator. I can words. After that, next Wednesday, we're probably going to be returning to Borderlands 2 to play some of the DLCs with the Rocket Boys. So now that we're done Tales from the Borderlands, and Friday will be more 14. Next Sunday, I'm not entirely certain yet. I may have to do a poll to see what you folks are the most interested in. But alrighty, in the meantime, thank you guys so much again for coming. And who should we bother? Otterly's playing some 14s, so that would be very apropos. Samhain VT is doing just chatting, watching a horror film, looks like. Zach and Sonic are doing Sonic Forces. Oh, he's got his OC into Sonic Forces. I may have, and then GK is doing River King, A Wonderful Journey. I'm gonna be the River King. And Lunar Wolf Matthew, Jackbox Party Packs. Any preference? If not, I might raid Sonic because, yeah, I don't think I have in a long time, but I also haven't done GK. But it's also Lunar Wolf Mass. But then again, these two have fewer viewers right now. Okay, Sonic's always a hoot and always an absolute sweetheart. Very genuine fella. Anyone who is not following Sonic should be doing so already. But yeah, let's go ahead and send this over to Sonic. But yeah, appreciate you everyone. Take care, stay safe, and until we meet again, have a good one. Bye-bye.